Hey everyone, so my name is Monica and I am going to be teaching about presentation aids in this speech. So what exactly are presentation aids? Well, in my view, I view as presentation aids as being physical things that you use when it comes to presenting a project or a speech or just kind of overall any kind of presentation that it's coming across, like whether it's at work or at school. It's just an overall physical form of aid that helps you in attracting others' interest when it comes to talking about a certain topic, whether it's a scientific topic or if it's a mathematical topic or maybe even like talking about movies. Just overall, a presentation aid helps in basically when you're talking about something, and if you're only using your voice, there's only so much that someone can understand and process at that time. So if they have a physical thing to look at, say a poster board or an overall drawing of something that you have, whatever kind of utility or that you use to present what exactly you're talking about helps so that they better understand exactly what you're talking about. So like if we were to put this into real terms, say you're in your science class and you have to do a presentation on how to explain a certain process, like say the scientific method, using a poster board to be able to describe exactly what happens. They'll be able to revert to it while you're going on to the next topic or step 2 of the scientific process. If you're already on to the next topic, they can kind of look at that and sort of just recap on everything that they just listened to, they just heard, and kind of retain it in a sense. So if they are able to look back at an image or something physical overall, they'll be able to better understand exactly what it is being discussed. It's so that they have a more clear and accurate understanding of what is being talked about. Like say, like I did mention about the poster board. Say you're making a poster board about mitosis. So if you didn't know exactly what you were talking about or what exactly I was talking about in mitosis, using a poster board to kind of describe the different processes, because there's, several different processes in the making, they'll be able to kind of see exactly more in depth, and you can kind of use your creativity to represent exactly what's going on, because these are the closest things to kind of show exactly what you're talking about. So if you're talking about cells and you can kind of, like get creative, use licorice and string to kind of represent what you're talking about. Or you can even use like drawings, like say, if you're talking about a book, you can use like illustrations that you've made and you can kind of hand them out and talk about them. So while you're basically talking about exactly what you're talking about, they'll be able to look at it and they'll be able to see the theme that you're talking about. If you're writing a Halloween story, for instance, like obviously, and you can see in here, this is more to do with kind of like a Halloween theme. So they'll be able to know exactly what you're talking about and be more interested in the topic overall. So if we were to talk about another story that we could write about, and you passed out a book about princesses, obviously we know what a typical princess looks like, hence right here. So if you basically pass out an image of something that you're talking about, they're going to know exactly what your speech is on, because not everyone's going to know just by what you say. If they can see something, they can kind of relate it to something else and then know exactly what's being said, if that makes sense. So like on these little books that I made, obviously like it's about a princess, and you can already tell because of the way that she's drawn out to be what a typical princess would look like. So that's easy to basically know that you're talking about a story for a child's book. You never know, that could be a story for someone else, but they'll at least know exactly what you're talking about. And I feel like presentation aids, they are like your backup when someone looks at you and they don't understand what you're saying. So if you have something that they can look at, maybe they'll actually listen to what exactly you're saying and learn something from it. Thanks.